Welcome back. I'm Dr. Akshay Jain, and in today's video, we'll discuss how to resist intense food cravings when one is trying to lose weight. Let us start by busting one of the most common myths when it comes to body weight. We often believe that body weight is a simple equation of calories in minus calories out. In other words, if we reduce the intake of food and exercise more, it should be easy for anyone to lose weight. This could not be farther away from the truth. Even from an evolutionary perspective, our bodies have been developed in a way that we always try to maintain a set body weight. Essentially, our body tends to hold on to excess nutrition and save it for a rainy day. We typically tend to store this excess nutrition in the form of fat tissue known as adipose tissue. So intense is the body's desire to maintain this weight that a fifth of our genes are basically utilized for the regulation of energy in the body. Maintaining the weight is essential so that we prevent gaining excess weight during times of good health and are able to regain the weight loss after an acute illness. In other words, our bodies have an inbuilt thermostat that has been developed to maintain our weight. Just like the thermostat has both a heating and a cooling component, in the same way, there are various components constantly being regulated so that we maintain our weight. These include environmental factors including access to food and the types of foods available, neurotransmitters or signaling mechanisms in the brain, various hormones, the inherent wiring of our brain, the development of cues that signal either hunger or the feeling of fullness, and dozens of other complex mechanisms. Because this is a very complex regulatory system, when the thermostat gets broken due to one or more factors going wrong, the set point may be set at a much higher body weight, and that is how obesity occurs. It is due to the thermostat being set at a much higher level that whenever we try to lose weight, often the defense mechanism of the thermostat kicks in, which is located in the particular part of the brain called the hypothalamus. We start to increasingly crave foods, which can often jeopardize our efforts at losing weight. Food cravings are basically defined as frequent, intense desires to consume a particular type of food. Today, we'll talk about 5 simple steps that you can incorporate to fight off these food cravings. Number 1, delay. Whenever you have an intense urge to consume a particular type of food, one should realize this could be in part related to neurotransmitters. At such times, one of the best options is to mentally decide that you will consume that particular food after a certain duration has elapsed. Most of these transmitters tend to peak and trough, and by fighting off the urge to consume the food when the transmitters are at a peak level is an effective way of resisting these cravings. Number 2, distract. When you focus on other activities, this utilizes your brain's power and shifts focus from the desire to eat food to something else that preoccupies you. This creates a diversion, allowing you to resist the craving. This can be as simple as reading an interesting article, picking up the phone to talk to a friend, or even going for a short stroll. Number 3, drink water. Generally, when we fill our stomach, nerve receptors get activated due to the stretching of the stomach walls, and this sends a cue to the brain that one is full. These nerve receptors can be tricked into thinking that the stomach is full of food, even when you fill up your stomach with a fluid such as water. Studies show that when you drink water before consuming a meal, the overall meal intake can be reduced, thereby helping with further weight loss. Number 4, distance. One of the best ways to resist cravings is to physically distance oneself from having easy access to food. Cravings tend to diminish when one is not seeing, smelling, hearing, and avoiding other stimuli related to food. When at work, avoid keeping calorie-dense foods at your work table, and when at home, walk away from the refrigerator or pantry and go for a short stroll when you crave foods. Number 5, decide a plan for future cravings. Despite your best efforts, you may find yourself giving into food cravings from time to time. Take a moment to introspect into what has been working and what has not when it comes to resisting food cravings. Often, cravings are related to certain environmental stimuli such as watching TV or emotional stimuli such as feeling sad. Try to break these associations. Even when giving in to cravings, one may be able to modify the portion size or the frequency that one is giving in to these cravings, which can still help with the overall objective of continuing to lose weight. Remember, it is quite natural to have cravings while working towards weight loss. Evaluate modifiable stimuli that lead to cravings. Practice the 5 Ds of resisting cravings. There are newer medications available for weight loss that can help resist these cravings and work on the hunger and satiety center of the brain. Discuss with your doctor if these medications might be an option for you. To summarize, the 5 Ds of resisting cravings include delay, distract, drink water, distance, and decide a plan for future cravings. If you found this video helpful, please like and share with family and friends who may benefit from this information. Subscribe to my channel for notifications and do comment on what topics you'd like to see covered for future videos.